What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. As you can tell from the title of today's story time, I have a pretty bizarre situation about this kid in my elementary school who ended up faking his death. And genuinely, dude, yeah, I do have to give him some credit. Like, yeah, there were consequences and whatnot, but this dude in second grade really just decided to convince the entire class he was gonna die and then disappeared for a month. It's a pretty insane story, and obviously I thought you guys would find it a little bit entertaining, so it's what we're gonna be doing today. Be sure to press the like button, or no joke, no scam, your death will be faked by your grandma for insurance money. Let's get into it.
It's absurd, I'm getting to the bag now. Lil' mama and she trying to call me dad now. I don't wanna hear no dumb shit.
Alright guys, so one kid in my elementary school legit faked his death all the time to all the students because he knew he was gonna be gone for a month, and it's just seriously insane. So there was this one kid named Tom who was a little bit out there, dude. I'm not exactly sure what his family did, but they were just kind of known for dipping for a month or two during the middle of the school year and just kind of like piecing out. They were always going missing and whatnot, and he was just a weird kid, dude. Like, not weird in the way of, you know, trying to convince me to help him start a lizard business or anything, but weird in the way of like, hello my fellow star children. Today is a brand new adventure in which we must go forth and try to become the best version of our mortal selves. Like, just very, very over the top and extremely well spoken, but like, we're all in second grade, so all of us are just kind of, you know, sticking around with our fingers in our nose like, oh, I like Pokemon. Anyways, one day he just starts telling everyone at the playground that he's going to die and he only has 1 week left to live. And I'm a little skeptical when he tells me, but like, he goes around telling more and more people, and you know, some people are starting to cry and whatnot, so I'm like, damn, maybe this is legit. I still had a little bit of a question in the back of my head, because when he told me it, bro, he sounded so calm. He was like, yeah, you know, I'm just, yeah, I'm dying in like a month, so after that happens, I'm just not gonna be here anymore because I'll be dead. And he just said it so casually that something even in my little kid brain was like, huh, something's not adding up here. But regardless, you know, everybody else in the class is like freaking out. Some girls are crying. So before the end of recess, basically everyone in our grade has gone from like a fine normal day to everyone thinking that our classmate Tom is like on the border of death, and basically at this point, you know, he's just inches away from falling down the stairs and exploding. And we get back to the class after recess, which is when he had started telling everybody like, yeah guys, you know, I only have a little bit left to live, and the entire mood of the class is just like awful and down. We're all second graders trying to like deal with death for the first time, you know, none of us actually know what's going on, dude. We can barely even read. We still watch the Magic School Bus thinking it's a documentary, and this kid is out here telling us that he's gonna be dead in a month. So the mood of the class is just depressed, dude. It's just terrible. But for some reason, Tom is feeling upbeat and chipper. And like, I was in class sitting there kind of watching him interact with people, and I'm thinking to myself, man, for someone who's dying pretty soon, he sure did know how to milk it, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding. At one point, his pencil broke, and he looked at the person sitting next to him and was like, you know, I am gonna die soon, and I'm very weak. Can you help me conserve my energy by going and sharpening my pencil for me? And the person sitting next to him, like, unironically got up and went and sharpened his pencil for him. You know, he's just milking this dude. I feel a little too weak to go to the pencil sharpener. Is there any way you can help? Like, dude, I just saw you at recess 20 minutes ago, literally running full speed from group to group, trying to convince everybody that you're gonna die in like 2 weeks, and now all of a sudden you're unable to walk 5 feet to the pencil sharpener and get somebody else to do it for you instead. Regardless, like, all day he's just milking it and getting everyone to do stuff for him. But I noticed that he's not doing it around the teachers. Like, for some reason it seems like he's only dying around students, which I thought was weird, but I'm not the one dying, so whatever. Maybe he's just handling it differently, and I wasn't doing anything for him. Like, even if he came up to me and asked, I probably would have said no anyways. I just had a weird feeling about it, but you know, I make a mental note that he's not doing it around teachers, which is weird. So all week I'm watching my classmates treat this dude like a pharaoh, you know, like we're the peasants building the pyramids and he's just in charge of us. Everyone's doing all of his homework for him. Anything that he says he wants done, everyone's like, oh my god, yes, of course. At one point, I'm not even kidding, I literally watched this group of girls carry him to the water fountain so that he could rest on the way. He never had to wait in any lines, and like, listen, it wasn't like our class was just being nice, dude. If anybody was in front of him in line or like had something he wanted, he would just make you feel like a horrible person for not letting him have it. He'd be like, well, I am dying, so you should let me go first. Like, it was just kind of annoying. So For the first week, that's how it is. And then genuinely after that, like some people kind of got sick of it. But for the next month until it was, the last day or whatever his story was, there were a bunch of people in the school basically just acting like this guy was the king of it, and I'm sure it felt pretty good to be the king of the school for the bit. But finally, the last Friday, I'm doing air quotes you can't see right now, so just bear with me, comes. And sure enough, dude, he's acting all quiet and like calm down because, of course, this is supposed to be the last Friday. After this, he simply just is not going to exist anymore. Our teacher is kind of being weird too, and at one point calls him over to like the teacher's desk and gives him this fat stack of homework. Like, I'm talking bare minimum 5 pounds of paper maybe. Like, it was a lot of homework. He gives him a massive stack of homework. And everyone in our class low-key thinks our teacher is now just like the worst person ever, giving this kid that's about to die all this homework before he goes home for the last time. So silently, dude, our entire class is like, wow, our teacher's such a jerk. His student's going through this and he doesn't care, because we're young and stupid and don't realize that this kid is obviously just trying to play everybody, right? So he's acting all sad about the homework, and everyone's like, I'm so sorry. I can't believe he gave you all that work. I'm so sorry. And one girl comes forward after school when we're all walking to the buses and offers to do the homework for him so he can like enjoy his last weekend or whatever. And he says yes and just gives her all the homework. So this girl is literally saying that she's gonna do all this homework because she feels bad that he got so much of it before he's like going home for the last weekend he's ever gonna have, like, what a nice little girl. But the guy just gives it to her. He's like, awesome, thank you so much. I don't want to do it. I want to spend time with my family, So the kid gives her the homework, and I'm just looking at this entire situation like, damn, that's pretty crazy. But apparently it's the last day that he's ever gonna be there, right? So he gives her the homework, and she's like, of course, I will do it for you. Anything for you. Please just enjoy yourself. I'm so sorry. And she goes home and does it all. Hi, I'm gonna stop the video for a second. On screen is an Xbox gift card. Whoever gets the code gets the code. I actually give one of these away every day as a quick thank you to everybody who's subscribed. I guess like 80% of the people who watch my channel though aren't subscribed, and if you're not, you might as well sub, because I give away money every day. I upload often, and it's free, so you can always unsub later. But real talk, I would really appreciate you just taking a second to subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Enjoy the gift card, whoever gets it, and thank you to everyone who's subbed, and let's get back into the story time. So like a month goes by, and the entire school is pretty quiet and awkward because there's this unspoken thing in the air that like the dude is just kind of gone. He said one day he was never gonna come back, and he's been gone for well over a month since he said he was gonna disappear. So everyone in the school is like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. This kid actually is gone. Wow, people are really upset, dude. And then one day, Tom walks back into class like nothing has happened, bro. And everyone just has pure anger in these eyes because he doesn't come back weak or anything. He doesn't come back looking sick, dude. He comes back bragging to everybody that he had spent the last month in the Caribbean with his parents and had just made up that story about him dying because he wanted to have a fun week before he left, dude. Like, he had come back and had been in the Caribbean for the month. This poor girl had done 5 pounds of homework thinking that this kid was just gonna be dying, and while she's doing all this homework thinking she's fulfilling someone's dying wish, dude, he's just sitting in the Caribbean like, man, can I get another mimosa? I mean, we were in 2nd grade, so we probably couldn't have a mimosa, but like, obviously everybody in our class is pissed at Tom and ignoring him, because when he comes back bragging about how much fun he has, everybody is pissed, dude. So he starts to get upset that everyone's ignoring him and not hanging out with him and mad at him. So I guess sometime during the day, he goes to the teacher and is like, everyone's being so mean to me since I got back. And our teacher ends up stopping the class and starts explaining to us that like treating Tom differently just because he went on vacation is messed up and we shouldn't do that, And up to this point, the class had been pretty quiet, dude, but all the kids start like shouting back at the teacher saying that he told everyone that he was gonna die and And I remember the look on our teacher's face just being so confused, like he very obviously didn't realize that he had just like kicked a wasp nest of very angry 2nd graders, dude. But we're all like screaming at him, telling him that Tom is a jerk and none of us want to be his friend anymore. And apparently the confusion gets to our teacher enough because he just goes and sits down. Like, as we're all yelling at him saying how much Tom is a jerk and none of us want anything to do with them, instead of like trying to figure it out, they just drop it and go sit down because I think they were just like, I just don't want to deal with this. And I genuinely don't blame them, bro, because at that point it's like, I'd rather not figure this out and have to tell anyone's parents. And for the rest of the year, dude, everybody was all mad at Tom and he really didn't understand it. But like, obviously everybody in the class felt betrayed after you played everyone's emotions that hard and made all these people like do all this homework for you. And I'll never forget, up until the very end of the year, he genuinely acted like we were all jerks for just not wanting to hang out with him after. We were all the bad guys. He never even apologized, dude. Like, that's what's crazy. Even after all that, hit the bare minimum, you could have said, look, I'm sorry for tricking you. Nope, nothing. He just stuck to his guns till the very end, dude. But I guess you kind of got to live like a god for a month, and another month in the Caribbean ain't too bad either, so he might have actually gotten the W in this situation, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. If you wouldn't mind just taking a second to comment the word potato down below, it helps the video do better and I'd appreciate it. If you want more content, I do have a podcast called Scuffed. I'll put it in the top of the description. And next, certainly not least, look at this merch and tell me it's not just the most fire you've ever seen. You get this bad boy on a shirt and I guarantee you'll be swagged out for life. It's the haha merch. Link will be in the description. Other than that, follow me on TikTok at Scrubby Stories, Instagram at Scrubby, Twitter at Scrubby_69. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. Thank you all so much for the support, and hopefully I'll see you guys all next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.